What's up, Pokéfriends? What's up, K-Kai crew? Back again with another Pokéfriends episode. Very stoked for today's episode because we have my friend Lauren. Is that how you pronounce it, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure. I figured, but oh well, whatever.
That's okay.
Our friend Lauren here. Poke Elite 60. Is it Poke Elite or Poke Light?
Poke Elite. Or you can say Poke Elite. Everyone says kind of multiple variations.
I don't know, whatever. But Elite 67 here. Today we're going to be just asking her some questions and going through a usual Pokéfriends episode. And without further ado, shall I get on with the first question?
Sure, yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Glad to have you here. So first question I got here in the books. When did you first get into Pokemon?
I think I call it when I was 7 years old, but I probably got into it a little bit earlier than that. My cousins, who are older than me at the time and were probably around 10 or 11, we would go out to visit them and they always watched Pokemon. They had the cards, they had action figures. So I think my parents introduced that to me and started buying me cards and showing me the cards. And my mom used to walk through and show me the pictures and then teach me how to pronounce each one. So that's why I like Pikachu a lot, is because he's the first one I ever learned how to pronounce. But I would say I got into it around 7 years old with just watching the anime and all the cards.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of touched on it already, but what are some of your favorite memories with Pokemon?
I have a lot. So definitely that's one of the big ones, is having my parents walk me through all the different cards and learning how to pronounce the Pokemon and saying what types they are. A couple of my other ones, because I have two brothers actually, so they collect with me. And growing up, I remember during school, they'd always have like Cartoon Network series of just like Pokemon marathons throughout the entire day, probably, or some 2 or 3 hours. So I remember my brothers and I would always get our plushies and we'd come upstairs to the kitchen area or the living room and we'd turn on we'd watch the whole marathon together and all the movies and just sit there with all of our cards, action figures, plushies, and whatever it may be, and just sit and watch all day. So that's probably one of my favorite memories for sure.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Don't tell them I said that, but they're pretty cool.
Okay, for sure. I'll just edit this out so they don't see it.
Yeah, right.
Outside of Pokemon and content creation, what does a normal day in the life look for you?
Sure. So it's, content creation is a lot of my day, but typically it's really just waking up. I like to go to the gym a lot. I have a Lucario training segment on my page based off of my favorite Pokemon. Yeah. So a lot of the time I'll be at the gym for probably a couple hours a day. Okay. And probably the rest of it is just spending time with my family and just hanging out around here, especially during the weekends, because I work 9 to 5 throughout the week. But the weekends is just getting as much relaxation as I can before that work week sets again.
Yeah. Who is someone you really look up to in the Pokemon community?
I have a lot. So as for YouTubers, I really watch Frosted Boo a lot. That's why I was really excited when you had asked me to come and interview, because I noticed you did a video with her and she's one of my absolute favorite YouTubers. Me too. She's great. Like, she's so funny and she's just naturally funny and just really fun to watch her videos. As for on Instagram, I have a friend named Pinky Pogo on there. She's also a really great friend of mine.
Kimmy, right?
Kimmy.
Yeah, I've talked to her.
She's great, and she's just so giving and effortless, and just does tons of giveaways and just doesn't really ask for anything in return. She's a really great ray of light in the community for sure.
Yeah, definitely for the people. I would agree.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Who inspires you to create, or what inspires you to create?
I think Frosted Boo has a lot of that mixed into it. For a long time, I was kind of sheltered with my collection and I just kind of collected just in the background. And then my brothers had motivated me to actually like get on Instagram, probably start a YouTube, which I haven't done yet. Still working on that. But after watching Boo's videos and seeing her collect and be so just out there with everything that she loves, that really inspired me to take charge and do that myself. And I like her player aspect as well. I also play VGC, and then I want to get into the TCG more as well. So I really like that. So I would say Frosted Boo has a lot of that, along with just my brothers and myself, just getting myself out there.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. What inspires your fitness journey and hashtag Lucario training?
Lucario was actually, when I bought Pokemon Diamond, I remember I would sit there and play it on my little DS, and there's a part in the game where you get the Riolu egg from Riley, and Riolu and Lucario were the first Pokemon that I ever like evolved out of friendship, which as a kid, that was like super cool to me, and I felt super close to my Lucario, and that was my favorite Pokemon from then on. As soon as it evolved, and I figured out that's how you evolved it, and it wasn't through like leveling or anything. So I, for a long time, working out has been like a really big part of my life. When I was a kid, I actually had a disease that attacks the heart. So when I was growing up, from 7 and onward to today, it was really important to exercise and keep my heart healthy. But Lucario is just constantly determined, always looking to get stronger, and always just doing whatever it can to hit any goal that it comes up with its trainer. And I think that's what really inspired me to create that hashtag.
That's awesome. Because I was actually the other day, I was doing some research before this. I was just going through the different hashtags you had on your highlighted stories, and I saw the Lucario training, because I also love going to the gym. I'm a health and PE teacher, so I like preach health and PE and like fitness and physical wellness. But I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Thank you. I mean, like, it's a really important thing. I find like when I don't go to the gym consistently and I'm not active or working out, like it really wears on your mental aspect as well. So I think it's important. It's all around just really important. And that's what I try to motivate people who may find it harder to go to the gym or are maybe self-conscious about themselves to just get there and do their best and really just try to make things easier on themselves, because I find it really helps your mental state and your physical state and just overall your well-being.
Definitely. So related to Lucario training or fitness, I guess, what's your favorite body group to hit in the gym?
Ooh, that I really like to do shoulders. I've been working shoulders a lot.
Okay.
Yep. So like barbell overhead press is typically my favorite to go hit. Nice. I've got a long list of goals for this year for weight wise and everything, but I'd say shoulders, then abs, and then probably legs.
Nice. I'm a big fan of legs personally myself.
I'm but like not.
Day is so rough.
It hurts. Like I can't walk. It's horrible. Like I always look incredibly hurt and damaged after leg day for sure.
Like walking around, I'm like, oh gosh.
I'm like wobbling, and then I grunt every time I get in my car and out of my car. It's not a good time.
Switching gears a little bit here. What's it like running your own Etsy shop, and can you walk us through what it's like making the products look like and creating those types of things?
Sure. So the Etsy is actually really new, and I had just started like digitally drawing and creating art in December of last year. So it's all been really new to me, and the whole process is something I've never done before, but it's been really enjoyable and really great and really rewarding to see people like the things that you're creating and then wanting to have a piece of what you created. I think that's probably my favorite part of it, and just sharing that with everyone in the community as well. But typically how that looks is I'll get an idea of just from a Pokemon. Like last night, for example, I had a couple of people asking me to draw Trubbish,
Yeah.
And there's an audio I really like that says it's called Garbage Can't, not Garbage Cannot. So I just had like this big idea to put Trubbish in a trash can surrounded by a whole bunch of garbage bags and having that text on the top of it. So typically I like to draw my favorite Pokemon. I like to draw things that I really like food. I'm a big foodie, so I like drawing Pokemon as food or Pokemon with food.
Nice.
So a lot of those are coming as well, but typically it just starts out with the idea and then I draw. I draw it out, I hard line it, and then I get I used to use one shop that I'd send my art to and then they'd create them into keychains and stuff, but I actually just bought my own printer and my own silhouette machine, so I can actually make the stickers in-house to hopefully curb some of the costs and stuff like that. So I just started doing that, but we'll tackle that hopefully within the next week or so, because I've never used it before, but we'll see how it goes.
Is it like a Cricut printer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mother has a Cricut, and I had been kind of digging and looking around to see what machine would probably be best to use, and I thought about using a Cricut. And a couple of my other friends that actually produce their stickers in-house said that they would recommend the Silhouette machine over the Cricut. So I went with the Silhouette Cameo 4 is what I have right now.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is your favorite genre of music or your favorite music group?
My music genre is just kind of all over the place, especially because I have, again, two brothers, and they like, one brother really likes pop, the other one really likes just kind of rap and stuff. So those kind of mesh together with my rock and grunge, and I listen to a little bit of everything, but typically I really like rock and grunge.
Nice.
So the Foo Fighters are my absolute favorite band.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, they're the best. My dad really likes them, so that kind of just really seeped its way into me. So I listen to them all the time. Stuff like System of a Down as well. So I listen to a lot of grunge and rock, mostly.
Nice, I love that. Let's see. Just going through my questions here. So.
No, you're good.
Do you have a favorite anime, or if not a favorite anime, top 3 animes?
So my favorite anime is definitely Demon Slayer. It was Attack on Titan for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was just, I got so far into Demon Slayer that it was just too good. And I'm like full nose diving into Demon Slayer. So I have like t-shirts, and I started collecting Funko Pops of Demon Slayer too, which is not great for my bank account, but it's really great. So definitely Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, and then I need to dabble in. I've heard Spy Family is pretty good, so I plan on watching that.
It's pretty good.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
I'll have to get it. I still have to get Crunchyroll.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Is that the one with the pink hair?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen like pictures of it, and people are creating art of it, and I just figured that was her. So I'll have to watch for sure. I've heard it's really good. That and Jujutsu Kaisen, I've heard is really good.
I've heard Jujutsu Kaisen's very good too. My brother watched it. He's like, "You need to come watch this right now," but I was like, "You need to come watch this right now." And I watched like one fight scene, and I was like, "Oh my god."
That's how Attack on Titan was for me. My brothers were watching it one night when I came home from college to visit, and they were like, "You need to sit down and watch this with us. It's really cool." And we sat and binged like the whole first season together that night, and I was hooked ever since. And then I just dabbled into Demon Slayer from one of my best friends on here, because he was telling me that it was really good.
Yeah.
So I started watching that, but now I just took a deep dive into Demon Slayer.
I love Demon Slayer, dude. I binged the whole what was the arc called? The entertainment district arc.
Yeah, the entertainment.
I that all in like one day.
It was good.
I waited for all of it to come out, and then I just binged the whole thing.
Right. I like couldn't wait, so I watched like the whole thing with the sub. I watched the sub. So It was really good. I
Yeah.
see. I can't wait for the next season because
I
it's going to be
know.
really
It's gonna be
good.
so good.
Right.
Seen the promo they made for it already?
I did, and
Yeah.
it looked really good because I believe it's the Mist Hashira and the Love Hashira this time.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm so hyped. I've been one of my friends, he reads the manga. And every
Oh,
time I
okay.
tell him something that happens in the show, he's like, yeah, I already know what happens. I already know who died.
Right.
You don't need to text me. And I'm like,
That's how.
oh.
Yeah. That's how it was with Attack on Titan because I like could not wait because they take forever and now there's like a part 3, part 4,
Yeah.
something going on next year. But I read like the manga when I was on a business trip and I got back and we watched the whole thing. So my brothers were like, "Who's gonna die?" And I was like, "I can't tell you that."
That would ruin the fun.
I know, right? You have to watch.
Yeah.
Uh
um, let's see. Do you know how to play the Pokemon TCG?
I am very limited. I started a little bit last year and just kind of went online with it. So I understand kind of the basic foundation, but I haven't played like competitively or enough to like be able to understand kind of the meta game and everything that goes on behind it.
Yeah, same here. I just play with a group of friends like every other weekend.
Yeah.
We try to make meta decks as much as we can with like the cards that we have. Yeah, we don't play competitively or anything. We'll have like our own little tournaments with our friend group, and we'll like buy an ETB, and that'll be like the grand prize.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's kind of like what got me into playing the game in general. And yeah, just that friend group, we all connected and we just started playing cards and getting to know the rules. And yeah, super fun.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into it more and like learn and go to different competitions. I've always wanted to go to a pre-release event. Yeah, I know a couple of card shops by where I am host those. But I've always been nervous because I don't fully understand how to play, but I've always heard it with everything I've gone to. It's always like a really open environment and people teach you. So I'm excited. I might try to go to one of those within the next.
I highly suggest. Pre-release
okay.
Fun.
Interesting. Okay, I might have to try that.
Yeah.
I've always been too nervous because I don't play it too often.
And if you don't know how to like do something, just ask. You know, that's why where I've learned a lot is that I just ask for help, and I'm not a very shy person. I used to be when I was a kid. That's kind of what drove me away from Pokemon for a little while. But just asking for help and just like reaching out, it's always helpful for me.
Right. And
doing that now that I'm older.
Yeah, I know. Like that's kind of how I was. I was really shy when I was a kid, but especially now that I started doing this, I'm not as shy as I used to be.
Yeah.
Because I talk to so many people per day and like, going live and doing everything like that. So it's definitely helped me come out of my shell a little bit.
Nice. You already mentioned it. So we'll ask it anyway. I'll ask it in a different way.
That's okay.
What's your favorite top 3 Pokemon?
My favorite top 3. It's definitely Pikachu.
Yeah.
Then Riolu and Lucario kind of just work in tandem in the second space, and then Victini is my third.
Victini, okay. Cool.
Yep. He's like the cutest little thing. I remember watching the black and white movie that they had of him, and I was just obsessed with him since then.
Oh, I love that. In your opinion, which Pokemon do you think you resemble the most?
That is oh wow.
Yeah.
I want to say like I'm. Sometimes it depends on the mood. I would say Snorlax sometimes because I really just like to sleep and eat a lot of the time. Especially when I eat a lot, then I tend to just take a nap for like 3 to 4 hours. I would say Snorlax then, Pikachu probably is just perky and friendly, and I try to be as friendly as I can possibly to everybody I meet and come across.
Yeah.
So probably Snorlax and Pikachu, and the gym definitely Lucario. I have like multiple moods that I just grab Pokemon for, but I don't know if there's a. I feel like I'd be really biased just to say just Pikachu.
Yeah. What's your favorite Pokemon TCG set and why? Vintage, modern, mid, in the middle, where whatever we call that.
Gotcha. That's a hard question because I like a lot of them. And I collect Japanese.
One certain set.
It is like it's almost impossible because there are so many cards I really like from every set.
Definitely.
As for vintage, I'll say I really like the Gym Heroes series.
Okay.
I really like the Misty Staryu and everything. For some reason, like that always called out to me because I really like the trainers in those episodes. So I really like collecting those cards. As for modern, I really like Astral Radiance because they have the I believe that's the one with the Misty Starmie character rare, and then the Garchomp and Cynthia was really cool out of those sets. So I'm still chasing those ones, but I'd say that one is a favorite right now for sure.
Okay. Definitely. Do you have a favorite card in your collection at all?
I do. I can grab it.
Yes.
Okay, let me grab it.
Okay.
Okay. I brought my whole Pikachu binder over here.
Oh, yes.
I have
Let's go.
2 binders of just Pikachu.
That's awesome.
But definitely my favorite was actually a gift I got for my birthday last year.
Okay.
And it's a Japanese card. It's a Japanese Sun and Moon promo. And I'm a really big fan of like Pokemon Adventures. So I read all of those manga and everything. I'm really obsessed with the characters and the different storyline there. But it looks like this.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
The Red and Pikachu promo is definitely my absolute favorite card that I have. So I have that one, and then I was chasing the Red and Pikachu from Dream League for a long time, so I got a couple of those now.
Nice.
But yeah, I've got like a whole binder of like,
oh my goodness,
just Pikachu, and it's almost full.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have this one. It's almost full, and then I'll move on to the second one that I got as a gift from my best friend on here as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah. What's your favorite plush that you own, or your favorite plush that you absolutely need that you don't have yet?
Okay, I have a lot of plushies. So I probably have to grab one.
Okay.
But I have 2 that are my favorites. One is my childhood plush that I, for some reason, like cannot find out what he is or where he came from. But I'll grab them. I'll grab them to showcase.
Okay, cool.
Okay, they're kind of heavy. But my childhood one, he's a bit dirty.
Okay.
Because I've had him since I was about 7.
Okay.
But my mom, before a Pikachu Build-A-Bear like ever existed, I really wanted a Pikachu Build-A-Bear because those were 2 of my favorite things. I used to collect them when I was younger. So she went and cut a Build-A-Bear tag off and sewed it to the inside of this one.
Oh my gosh.
To make me think that
Your mom's going the extra mile.
Right, and it was for Christmas, so I thought Santa brought me like the coolest thing ever, and I was, oh man, it was like the best thing ever to me. So she went through the trouble of sewing an actual Build-A-Bear tag within him. So he's definitely a favorite of mine.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
And then I just got this big guy.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
His name is Thor.
4.
Yep, and I've got a couple more big vintage ones coming, so I'm gonna name one of them Odin.
Odin, nice.
But I never, when I was a kid growing up, my cousins had one of these, and I always wanted one, and they still have it. So when I went to visit them a couple of years ago, I was like, I need one of those. So I found one and shipped him in here. So I'd say he's my favorite, along with my self-made Build-A-Bear Pikachu.
Nice. I love those. Very cute. Very cute. Coming down to the last couple of questions here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is the last question I have for you at all. Yeah. When can we expect to see some Poke Elite playthroughs on Twitch?
Oh, I'm working on that. I was working on it again.
Yeah.
I was working on it again last night.
Yeah.
So it's really close. I think I found out I was missing the starting soon screen, so I've got to go through and make that tonight and make all the automations for it.
Yeah.
But really soon, I was able to sit down actually and figure out a lot last night. So I would say hopefully the beginning of August.
Nice. Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Up soon.
We'll see. Hopefully, I'm really hoping.
Fingers crossed.
Right. Fingers crossed for the Twitch streams.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Lauren, that was all the questions I had for you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I do actually. Because a couple of questions you asked me were really good, and I'd actually like to know more about you.
Sure.
What got you into collecting?
When I was a kid, so my brother, he was about 4 or 3. Mm-hmm. He's super smart. He's always been able to read at the higher level than he usually is. Mm-hmm. Aged, and so he'd get the cards and he'd read them and he'd just understand what they did right away. So he always had a decent collection for a while. Mm-hmm. And I sort of piggybacked off of that. And as a kid, we would play the games together and watch the TV show together. And that's sort of like what got me into my initial love for Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And I would go buy the cards with like my grandma, and she would buy me the cards and we open them together sometimes. And that's one of my favorite memories with that. And just like playing the games with my neighborhood friends when I was a kid. That was always fun. We'd even play like make believe, where we'd pretend we're Pokemon and we'd have like Pokemon battles. Yeah. So that was when I was a kid. And then around like middle school and high school, I sort of stopped with Pokemon just because like I was trying to be the cool kid, like
right.
You know how it goes.
Oh yeah, there was definitely bullying and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And so going back into college is when I sort of got back into Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Probably like 3 years ago or 2 years ago is when I started recollecting. Because I was just going through my old cards and I saw a lot of them and I started looking them up on eBay. I was like, oh my gosh, some of these are worth a decent amount of money now. Mm-hmm. So I threw them in a binder really quickly because they were just in a rubber band stacked together.
Yeah, I used to keep my cards like that. Yeah. When I was a kid, they used to be all rubber banded in a bag.
Yeah. And I'm like, and now that I like all those cards now, they're just like not in good condition, but I still have them in the collection because I've had them since I was a little kid. So I want to keep a hold of those because they hold sentimental value to me,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of when I got back into Pokemon, was in college, like my senior year of college, I think.
Okay, yeah, I kind of took a hiatus from collecting for, I think, unfortunately, it was like during Hidden Fates. So Hidden Fates was like one of the coolest sets, and I stopped collecting during that and took a break from cards.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cards that I have from when I was a kid, a lot of Pikachu cards that are not in the best condition because when I was a kid, I just chewed on them apparently, and just like sat on them, and like I put them all in my binder, so I still have them because they're, like you said, very sentimental.
Yeah,
but that's
definitely.
like the best, is having those cards that hold memories, and sharing them with my brothers is a big thing. So hearing that you have a brother as well is really cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then my next question for you
Okay.
is, do you have top 3 Pokemon?
Like favorites?
Yeah, like favorites.
Oh, let's see. Um, very hard for me to choose.
Yeah.
I'll
There's
go
a
with
lot.
my favorite lately, like my
Mm-hmm.
all-time favorite lately has been Gumi.
Oh, Goomy is
Yes.
cute. Oh, I saw your plushie.
Yes.
He's
I have a
huge.
life-size Gumi plushie. It's like this big, and it's like
Right.
it's super soft, and I use it as a pillow sometimes.
Oh, did you get him off at the Pokemon Center?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I've been thinking about picking that one up in Swadloon.
Yeah. So Gumi right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of Score Bunny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like Score Bunny.
Yeah, the little rabbit
Mm-hmm.
guy. I really like. I was a big fan of Sword and Shield,
Mm-hmm.
so like that sort of got me back into Pokemon, playing the games at least.
Mm-hmm.
So Score Bunny for sure is one of my top 3 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Typhlosion would be,
Typhlosion's a good one.
yeah, would be my other top 3
Yeah,
somewhere.
I think I always used him during like Soul Silver.
Yeah,
Typhlosion was always the main one.
yeah. I'm trying to get a Typhlosion tattoo actually
Oh, really?
this next year. Yeah,
Cool. Where are you thinking of getting it?
just on my thigh, because
That'd be cool.
I have a Pokeball right here.
Oh, cute. It has Pikachu.
And it's got Pikachu on it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then on my right leg, I'm gonna try to get the Typhlosion tattoo. It's gonna be a Hisuian Typhlosion tattoo.
Oh yeah, Hisuian Typhlosion. I was kind of disappointed with like Samurai, even though Oshawott one of my favorite Pokemon, the Hisuian type. I didn't really like that, but I thought Typhlosion's was really good.
Typhlosion's design was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh, definitely doing Cyndaquil.
Right, and
Cyndaquil.
I still have to finish that game actually, but I haven't even I was weighing heavily between the two, and I just decided with Oshawott, but I might regret it for the time.
Oh wow, they're all still great.
Right, it's okay. Maybe I'll make my way around to one of them sometime, but I went with Oshawott this one time. Mm-hmm. Let me think of some other questions. Do you have a favorite card in your collection? Because I always love seeing other people's favorite things.
My cards are kind of like all over the place.
Same.
They're like either in a backpack or on my desk under a whole bunch of stuff because I have tons of Funko Pops stacked up on my desk.
Mm-hmm. I have tons of just cards laying around that I need to put in binders, but for some reason I never do.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll just pull out my slabs that I have.
Oh, slabs. I only have a couple of those.
I have a decent amount, but nothing too crazy. I think one of my favorite cards I have, because I had this card, I had a different version of this card as a kid, and then I lost it, but it was one of my favorite. I think it's Gen 2 Pokemon.
Okay.
But I also really like collecting Japanese.
Me too.
So a lot of my collection is Japanese cards.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a first edition of this one. Well, this one's a first edition too.
Oh.
But I have a first edition Gem Mint 10 Politoed.
Oh, that card is so cute.
Yeah.
I've seen that one. Oh, yeah. I love the whole Poly line.
The polyline is amazing, dude.
Absolutely.
But that's my most recent favorite card that I have. And then another probably all-time favorite is this Gem Mint 10 Blaziken.
Oh, that one was really cool. I still need I believe the Galarian Moltres alt art came in that set too.
Yes.
That one still evades me to this day.
Yeah, I think those are my favorite, like my top 2 favorite graded cards that I have. And let's see, let me look through my binder here that I got. Because I have a lot of favorites in here too. There's this Politoed, the other first edition I was talking about.
That one is, oh my god. I don't have like hardly any of Politoed cards, and they're so cute.
This one I had as a kid, and then I lost it. And it was my favorite card as a kid, just because the artwork and Politoed is just super cute.
He's adorable.
Yeah.
I have like this vivid memory of finding a Raichu card on the floor at like my elementary school, and I found it, and I was super excited, and I forget which one it looked like. It might have been shoot, I will have to look and see what it was. Yeah. But I was so excited because I told my mom that I really wanted this Pokemon in a card, and I found it and my dog chewed it up. So I was like heartbroken because I found it on the floor and I was so excited, and my dog chewed it all up.
Oh no. That's the worst.
I know. It's just, oh man. Unfortunate.
Big fan of EXs from like the Sapphire era.
Yep.
So I have this player promo.
Oh, it's a promo?
Yeah. Or it's like a player promo. So it was only one in tournaments.
Wow.
There's only a certain amount made, but this card was expensive.
I would imagine so. Usually a lot of the Japanese promos that you only get through tournaments are pretty pricey now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a couple of player promos that I bought off of eBay. And then, dude, I could sit here all day.
Oh, I got all day. It's okay.
Yeah.
The EXs are my favorite. I just found out there's a Lucario EX card from a while ago that I'm gonna need to snag.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just picked this up from a shop.
Oh.
And it was at this at this shop in one of the cities up the road. And they have like booths of different of just all sorts of different stuff, and there's some Pokemon booths, and this guy had tons of vintage Japanese cards, and he had this Typhlosion.
Yes, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
That one is super cool.
I think it's from Neo Genesis.
I think so. I believe so.
Whatever the Japanese Neo Genesis was called, but
yeah.
I know Neo Destiny is the star, but this one has like another type of star.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I know it's a Neo something.
That's a really cool one. I really like all the old artwork from like Neo Genesis and all those old sets, especially the Gen 2 sets. Those were really good.
Yes, definitely. And the card, my chase card right now that I have, I'm saving up for it, is this Typhlosion promo from Japan. It's an e-reader card, so it has the bars on the bottom side.
I love e-readers.
And he's sort of standing like this, and his face is like all scrunched up like this, and he just looks so derpy, but I need it because he's so funny.
I'll have to look that up.
I forgot what it's called. I'll send you the link in Instagram.
Okay, because I definitely need to see. I at least need to see it. I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
Yeah. It's so funny looking because his face is just like
right. There's like, I know I'm chasing the rainbow Pikachu still from Vivid Voltage.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I literally like, I want it so bad, but at this point I'm just so mad
I
because
know.
I've opened
Yeah.
so much.
So
But
many
that,
cards I need to pull, but
oh,
cannot get my hands on. For
right. I like, there's so many that I just cannot, like Galarian Moltres at Altar. I can't pull that one either.
Yeah.
So we'll
I
see.
actually
But
pulled that twice. Fun fact.
what?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think I traded one of them, and I mean, if I can find the other one, I'll definitely send it to you.
I would definitely be interested because that freaking card.
I'll try to look for it.
I try every time. I remember I got really excited because my friend we sent each other Christmas gifts and we were on FaceTime and he was like, what if you get the Moltres? And I had an alternate art at the back and I was like trying to hype myself up and I didn't pull the Moltres, but I think I pulled the Glastrier and Ice Rider Calyrex, which is really
nice.
Cool.
Those are cool. Those are cool cards.
It's cool, but I'm still after that Moltres. I'll get it sometime, but not yet.
Oh well.
Right. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate it. I think that was all the questions I had, unless you had any other questions.
No, I got nothing else for you, my friend. Yeah, I'm good. You good?
I am good. It was really fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much for coming on again. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I can't wait. And let me know when the video's posted. I'm going to share it everywhere.
Okay, sounds good.
Well,
I usually do a little outro at the end. So, Pokéfriends, thanks for sticking around. If you like this episode, hit that subscribe button wherever it is. Lauren, thank you so much for being on the show again. It was a blast having you here. You're such an amazing person, an amazing person to talk to. Thank you for answering the questions. And yeah, I guess we'll be in touch through Instagram and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
For that Moltres card for you. I know.
Let me know.
One somewhere.
Okay, let me know, and I will dig through my stuff to see if I've got anything else.
Okay.
But I appreciate it. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.